Section 5.1 Interactive Assignment Objective 3. A survey of 800 randomly selected high school students determined that 427 played organized sports. In the first part of the question, it says, what is the probability that a randomly selected high school student plays organized sports? Okay, well, let's take a look at the question. I rewrote the question here. So again, we want to know what is the probability that a randomly selected high school student plays organized sports. Well, the first thing is we need to describe the event that we're looking at. And the event that we're looking at is that it plays organized sports. Okay, now we want to find the probability P of that event E. Okay, so that means we're taking the amount of students who played organized sports, which is 427, and then we're dividing it by the total that was randomly selected, which is 800. So now let's go ahead and find that on our calculator. So if we take 427, divide that by 800, then that gives us a decimal of 0.533,750. Okay, now in the question, they want us to round this to the nearest thousandth place. So that means that we need to round this to the nearest thousand. So this 7 tells us that we need to round up 3. So therefore, this becomes 0.534. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our result in here of 0.534. Okay, so there is our result. Now it says to choose the correct answer below. It says if 1,000 students were sampled, it would be expected that exactly we need to figure out the number of them played organized sports. Or if 1,000 high school students were sampled, it would be expected that about of them play organized sports. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here and look at our probability. And our probability is 0.534. Okay, we want to convert this into a fraction. And by doing that, we can write this over 1. Now, how many decimal places do we have here to the right? 1, 2, 3. So that means we're going to multiply this by 1,000, and we're going to multiply our denominator by 1,000. So therefore, we're going to get 534 in our numerator, and 1 times 1,000 is going to give us 1,000 in the denominator. So that means we're going to get 534 out of 1,000 when we rewrite this and interpret this probability. So now we need to come back here. Now, is it going to be exactly or about? Well, regarding our lecture in the past, it's about. So it's going to be about the number that we found here, which is 534. And therefore, that is our result.